Peace and love. Unique Maurice, World Steppers Incorporated, The Details, Season 2, Episode 2. Season 2, Episode 2. So today we're going to get right into the mix of things. Today's topic is humility and hygiene. Humility and hygiene. Okay, that being said, let's start off with the hygiene, right? So I'm going to address more so the men than the women, because it's typically more so the men than the women in this case, right? Guys, we are outnumbered on the scene as far as the ratio of women to men. There's always more women than there are men. That being said, right, a woman does not want to dance with you if you are soaking wet with sweat, right? That don't feel good. You have on dry clothes, that's like somebody pushing you in the shower with your clothes on. That don't feel good. And if you out here dancing to that degree, first thing is you need to keep you a towel so that at least you can wipe your brow, as the old folks say, to wipe your brow, right? Your head, in this area, right? The second thing with that is you need to keep your bottle of water or something with you or close by, right? So that you can rehydrate, right? And the third thing is, it's okay to say, ma'am, give me a second. I haven't had a break, right? Let me just go to the bathroom and take a break for a second. I'll come back and get you. But give me a second, right? Because you can't keep dancing like that, right? You can't keep dancing like that, okay? I'm going to address a few of those other issues as far as that's concerned too, but you have to be able to take a break and get away, take yourself a breather, because you can't be out there dancing, and then you soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? That's not even to say if you got on enough deodorant or not. And then you going to ask these women to dance, and you want to bring them all close. Look, if you wet, if you've been sweating a lot, stop all that you want to walk. Stop all that you want to bring them all into you. Stop that, right? Men, the most 99.9% of these women that you are dancing with, they are not your woman. So it is not something that they care to do in absorbing your perspiration. That's not. So I don't care how good you think you look. I don't care how clean you think you are. If you are wet, they don't want to be bothered with that. Okay? And that goes for the women too. A man don't want to be grabbing you soaking wet. Like, no, that don't feel good. Ain't nothing about that good. Take you a break. Go sit down for a minute. Away from the dance floor. Away from the dance floor. The reason why I say away from the dance floor, because then you get less temptation to be called back onto the dance floor. Go to the bathroom. Go on outside. Take your break. Get you some air. Some water. Keep you a towel with you, fellas, so you can wipe your face. You know what I mean? If you sweating all down your arms and everything, don't nobody want to be bothered. Don't nobody want your perspiration all over their clothes, right? So address that. We really need to get that together. Like, that is becoming more and more of a thing now. The other thing about that is, guys, you working too hard. And here's what I say about some of this new dancing. And I'm just going to say this new dancing. Man, look. Women and men. If you feel like you need to do 1,000 things in one dance, then I really don't know what to tell you, right? Because you're moving 100 miles a minute. You're all over the dance floor. That's why you're sweating. That's why you're tired. That's why your feet hurt, because you're doing too much. Plain and simple, you are doing too much. Calm all that down sometimes, right? Enjoy the dance. Do some moves on your own for a minute, right? So just think about that, right? The next thing is humility. Humility. Across the board, fellas and women, right? There were so many women over the course of this weekend in Miami that said guys told them no, or they had 100 excuses why they didn't want to dance. I'm a stickler for not saying no. Now, don't get me wrong. It's your preference at any point in time. It is very much your preference to say, I do not want to dance. You don't have to have an excuse. You could just say, point blank, I do not want to dance. But we know what I'm getting at here, right? It's one song, right? Now, if they coming back repeatedly asking you to dance, that's a different thing, right? But we don't understand how it affects people when they are out at an event and they're coming out of humility to ask you to dance. That's women to men, men to women. And you tell them no. That's very hurtful to some people, right? Everybody don't have thick skin. And some people have been sitting back trying to get to you, or some people have been sitting back saying, man, I want to dance with somebody who I think has a type of style and dance that I want to dance with. And then they're getting up the nerves to come and ask you to dance, and you say no. That's a horrible feeling. And for some, that might make them not want to come back to an event. Not just one specific event. I mean, might not want to come back at all. Because you said no. It's one dance, right? And now I'm talking to our quote-unquote people who have been seasoned in the community, right? Again, it's different if they are saying, hey, they come in and ask you multiple times to dance. That's different. I address those things as well. But if you know this, older lady, or this young guy who he's new coming to ask you to dance, and it's 4 minutes, you don't know how that changes their perspective, one, about who you are as an individual, two, about our community. The community is supposed to be inviting. The community is supposed to be one in which everybody feels like it's okay to come out and enjoy themselves, whether they are non-steppers or steppers. So we should be about making people feel welcome and loved, and wanting to come and be in our environment, whether they can step or not. Not feeling like you can't dance, I don't want to be bothered with you. That's not what this dance is about. That's not what our community is about. That's not what we should be displaying to one another. And I really was kind of pissed off, because when the lady told me, she said it happened on one lady said it happened on 4 separate times. That doesn't make any sense. We have to get better as a community and being inviting to those people who are in the community and not in the community. If you are selfish, and by all means, it is your prerogative to come out and want to only get your dance. I get it. But let me tell you, there'll be some blessings blocked for how you treat other people in these scenarios. There truly will. So, again, today was just about having some humility and addressing your hygiene. Right? Humility and hygiene. Come on, people. Let's do better. We got to do better together, and we got to do better as individuals. Show some empathy sometimes. Everybody wasn't a great dancer from the beginning. Everybody needs somebody at some point in time to help them. Be of some assistance sometimes instead of always taking from the community. Give something back. All right? Again, like, share, and subscribe. YouTube, World Steppers Inc., Unique Maurice, The Details, Season 2, Episode 2. Peace and love.